What's up there guys, this is Cobrak and welcome to a video talking about Overwatch. Now I had somebody ask me recently if I'd be willing to give a review of the game. Now we've never done any review stuff before on the channel, so this might be a little bit jumbled up, it might not be very coherent compared to some other YouTubers who do, you know, reviews as like is one of the main courses on their channel, I guess. But I'm going to give it a go, I'm going to talk about what I like about Overwatch, things that I think are actual selling points to the game, things that I'm interested in myself when I play the game, and things that I really enjoy and would recommend the game for. Then I'm going to talk about some bad points within the game, some things that I would warn people about, you know, if they're thinking about buying the game. These are things that I found irritating about the game, or some of them about just, you know, FPSs in general. But yeah, let's get right into it. So first of all, I will say that the best thing about Overwatch is just how smooth it is to play. It just feels delicious. Most of the ultimate abilities feel really, really satisfying, and there are very, 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 very few heroes within the game that I feel aren't fun. Those are Symmetra and Zenyatta. I have something against Zenyatta, man. I just fucking hate him, alright? Symmetra, though, is she the least played hero in Overwatch? I think she's at least in the bottom two played heroes within the entire game. And I mean, her right-click attack is extremely slow-moving and unsatisfying to use. Her left-click attack is an ultra short-range, channeled microwave ability. She places mini turrets that get one-shotted by just about fucking anything. And her ultimate ability, oh, prepare your anus, is a fucking teleporter. Her ultimate is a goddamn teleporter, alright? It's like the least... I mean, it's just so underwhelming to me. That's just so underwhelming to me. While I do like that Symmetra has her, she does have her place in a lot of maps. You know, you can make these strategic teleporters and you know, close off choke points, at least until your fucking little turrets get one-shotted. She does have her place within games, but man, is she boring to play. Holy damn. Zenyatta, Symmetra, don't like them. But every other hero in the game, every single tank, Winston, Reinhardt, Roadhog, basically all of the damage dealers, Mercy and Lucio, the other two supports, really, really fun to play, really, really enjoyable, very, very unique, and their ultimate abilities feel extremely fucking impactful for the most part as well. So that's something I'd recommend doing, actually, if you do decide to go ahead and buy Overwatch. Try not, at least in the first few weeks of playing, try not to limit yourself to even, you know, a pool of like 4 or 5 heroes. Try like every single fucking hero, man. Try them all. They're all awesome, in my opinion, apart from Zenyatta and Symmetra. Luna, can you hear Luna meowing in the background? That is extremely distracting, Luna. Next up, another really good thing about the game is the strategy within the game. The strategy within the game. Counterpicking. Counterpicking feels really fucking good, man. You know, when you're attacking a point, for example, and they've got a Hanzo, you know, Widowmaker Mercy on the back lines, like a sniper back line. You just pick a Winston, jump over everybody, get on the back lines, and just fucking kill them all. That feels awesome, man. That feels awesome. You're like, yeah, you totally read their lineup, you know. You read their lineup, you responded, and, you know, you give your team a victory because of your one single counter pick. That feels really, really cool. Now, when it comes to hero picking, moving on to the bad points, hero picking remains a theme. Now, this has got to be, for me at least, this is the most fucking irritating part of the game, right? Unless you're queuing as at least a 5-stack, okay? At least a 5-stack. Your team will very, very often lose the game because no one other than you has a brain. And now, that might sound like I'm over-dramatizing that or whatever, but let's think back to that original scenario that we had going, right? You've got the Widowmaker on the back line, you've got the Hanzo on the back line, you've got a Mercy healing them and buffing their damage on the back line, right? They've got a sniper defensive lineup. What do you go? You think, you know what, let's counter these fuckers, let's go Winston. So you go Winston, right? It's an awesome pick, it's an awesome pick. What's everyone else in your team doing? Let me tell you what they're doing. There's no support. No one is playing support. Or if they are playing support, it's for some reason a fucking offensive Symmetra. Okay, on the very first attack point of the map. Makes no sense at all, but he's playing it anyway, okay? You got some Lemon playing you got a couple of Lemons even, playing like double offensive Junkrat. Why? Why are they playing double offensive Junkrat? They don't even know. They're not even thinking, man. And so you end up having a lot of games where you just lose, and no matter how many times you tell your team, please, guys, please, to switch heroes, alright? We can counter these guys so hard and just capture this point instantly if you guys just pick, you know, you can list off fucking 6 heroes or something that they can choose from. Just pick one of these, any one of these fucking heroes. You know, we can do without the support for now. Just pick them, and we will get the point. We're going to win this fucking game, alright? None of them will say anything. They'll continue to play, you know, an offensive Junkrat against a fucking sniper lineup that is just going to one-shot them from Africa. And you lose so many games because of this, because of extremely stubborn teammates who just want to try and main one hero at all times. And it just doesn't fucking work like that. And it's just trying to get through to these people, and failing. That is one of the most annoying parts of playing Overwatch. I think kind of tied into this point as well is the fact that solo queuing just sucks, man. Like, sometimes, yeah, you'll get lucky and you'll get a team that knows what they're doing. Maybe you're queuing with, you know, another 3-stack. Like, you queue solo, and you meet, like, a 3-stack and then, like, a double stack, and they've got some synergy going. Or you're just all single queuers, and you all know how to actually play the game and how to counterpick enemy heroes and think strategically. But for the most part, solo queuing, not good, man. Not good. It tends to just be a rage fest. Another bad thing, though, about the game, something that I wasn't prepared for. Never really played an FPS before. Almost ever, actually. It's an FPS game. It's going to infuriate you if you are, you know, part of the 80% of the gaming population out there. Most people, I don't know what it is, actually. Like, I'd always known that FPS games made people angry, generally. I wasn't prepared for that shit, man. Like, I played the hell out of the game first couple of days, and I was just really enjoying it for what it was, you know. I was really into the gaming experience, playing the shit out of it. It was awesome. 1 week later, playing the game again, it's a very fucking different experience, alright? Especially if you're queuing, like, in a group of 2, or you're solo queuing, or whatever. Suddenly the game is just infuriating. And you know what doesn't help? You know what doesn't help? All chat. Why can you speak to the enemy team? And more importantly, why can they speak to you? That is not a good idea, man. I do not like that one bit. Because then you get fucking headshot from across the map by some Widowmaker. And you just know it. You can feel him typing easy to you in all chat. That's not good. That does not harbour a nice, constructive community where people want to work together and you know, encourage team play and all the rest of it. So I haven't got much else to say on this point, really, other than just be prepared. You know, Overwatch is like basically any other FPS game when it comes to just getting angry with the game. Especially, again, if you're solo queuing. Be prepared to be angry from time to time, alright? Most people are going to suffer from it while playing FPS games. So overall, all in all, to summarize, I myself find Overwatch difficult to play more than 3 times a week. Right now I play like a couple of times a week. Me and Soph will queue up, you know, play a few hours of Overwatch. You know, maybe on my day off, or maybe I'm recording some and Soph comes and plays along, and we play like a couple of times a week. Honestly though, I'd say 50% of the time anyway, it ends with one of us just being like, right, fuck this, man, and just alt F4ing, you know, and just being like too irritated to go on. So I'd find it difficult to play the game more than 3 times a week. In fact, to put it this way, we play Overwatch for a few hours, it's all going great, until eventually we queue into that game. You know which game I'm talking about. We queue into that game that is lost from the word go, because lemons won't counterpick with heroes. That's usually the point at which I personally just alt F4. I guess it's because in those games you feel very, very powerless. Thinking of it in like a context of World of Warcraft, it's like playing a 3v3 arena. You know, the enemy team is playing double rogue resto druid, or some shit like that, or like hunter rogue resto druid, and you're playing a healer trying to help your team out as like a holy paladin or whatever, and your 2 teammates insist on playing arcane mages. And they can change at any time. They can change their fucking classes and specs at any time and play them just as well, you know, to try and counter this double rogue resto druid. But no, you're trying your damnedest on a fucking holy paladin to keep them alive and, you know, trying to make it work for the team. and they're just fucking playing arcane mages. That's kind of how it feels like in Overwatch from time to time. But anyway, I think I'm rambling on too much, Ron. I'm rambling on too much now. I actually really fucking enjoy the game for what it is. I'm going to continue to play it. But there are some fucking glaring negatives with Overwatch. There are some glaring negatives that may become better once ranked gameplay comes out. Maybe you can elevate your rank to a point where you start meeting people who also have, you know, a similar game sense to you. But anyways, gonna wrap it up here. What do you guys think of Overwatch? Any Overwatch players here? Do you agree? Do you disagree with any of my points? Let me know down below. It's always interesting to see. But for now, I'm gonna say thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we're gonna catch all of you guys just a tad bit later.
Oh, you're haunted! What the fuck?
Oh my god!
What are you doing?
Okay, man. Just defend top, quick. That fucking I want to go in there, man.